Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Wrestling Results. Here on this channel, we have Impact Wrestling Results for you guys from last night's Impact Wrestling. Tonight on Impact Wrestling, Chris Bay battles Chris Sabin in a 20-man battle royal commences determined to which two competitors get their shot in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. And Chris Sabin, by the way, is in this gauntlet match, this battle royal match. Match 1, triple threat X Division Championship qualifier. El Phantasmo versus Rahit Raju versus Willie Mack. Willie Mack is hard to knock down, but EP does so with an eye poke. Willie gets the better of him, but he soon gets knocked off the apron, allowing Rohit and EP to duke it out. EP gets a near fall on Willie Mack with a springboard splash, but it's soon Rohit who takes advantage with a top rope double stomp on Mack's back. 2 count. The Desi Hitman and EP trade punches. Willie chants, and it charges him up enough to take both men down. He soon does a double fireman's carry that turns it into a double Samoan drop. Willie Mack chants, he does a standing moonsault to both men and covers both for a 2 count. See, Willie Mack is smart. You want to cover for both men at the same time. No other wrestler, I never seen another wrestler do that. Only if they're facing jobbers in a triple threat match in a jobber, like Ryback or somebody, you know. But EP goes to the outside as the Bullet Club tries to motivate him. Rohit has Mack up top for a suplex, but Mack downs him. EP hits a Frankensteiner on Willie. Frog splash, but Willie kicks out at 2. Willie Mack chants again as EP goes for a super kick. Mack hits a stunner. Bullet Club gets on the apron to distract the cover. And Willie takes both Heliclo and Bay both out. He dives onto the top of both men. Rohit gets a near fall on EP, but the finish comes with a pancake driver on Rohit Raju for the 1, 2, and 3. Your winner, El Phantasmo. Gio Miller is with Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. They're both in the battle royal tonight. Ace Austin says his business with Cage is far from over. The Call Your Shot Gauntlet is the perfect way to get back in order. Ace Austin says his chances at winning this battle royal are double due to the runner-up and the winner getting entered. Madman Fulton is all for entering his first in order to help both men's chances. Match number 2. Savannah Evans versus Lady Frost. Frost tries striking Evans, but Savannah stands tall, shoulder thrust in the corner. Evans continues to execute her power. Big bear hug to Lady Frost. She elbows herself free and goes for a sunset flip, but ultimately gets caught with a boot as we head to the break. Back from the break, Lady Frost tries to build momentum with some corner kicks and attacks. She takes out the legs of Evans, but Evans hits a powerful clothesline before hitting a full Nelson slam for the win. Your winner, Savannah Evans, or Savannah, whatever you want to pronounce it. Post-match, Deonna Purrazzo comes out with Matthew Rodolette. Deonna Purrazzo assures Evans and Steele is here for good. Mickie James picked Masha Slamovich as her pick, her poison match. She won, and now she gets to pick Mickey's. She thinks next week Savannah Evans is Mickie James' poison. Savannah says yes as she shakes hands with the champ. Where Steve Maclin comes from, there's a thing called ribbon chasers. There's a lot of ribbon chasers in Impact Wrestling. He's in it for the mayhem. It's going to be tag 'em, bag 'em, and you're looking at your new X Division champion. Gail Kim talks about the success of Knockdown as the tag team champs decay to talk about bringing in new talent. Kim receives an express package from Sydney, Australia. Kim reads it before having Gia Miller read it out loud. It's from Cassie Lee and Jessica McKay as inspiration, who will be debuting at Bound for Glory. Match 3, we have VSK with the Learning Tree, but only Brian Myers was out there. The rest went in the back. Versus Rich Swann with Willie Mack. Both men go back and forth until VSK hits a DVD into a neck breaker. He slams Swann and pops up for a splash for a 2 count. Running boot in the corner, he soon covers for another 2 count. Neck wrench, Swann fires back with a flurry of kicks, and then splashes on VSK before climbing up top. He nails a Phoenix Splash, and it's good for enough for the win. Rich Swann, your winner. Swingers Palace is getting shut down. It's somber times as Johnny E. Bravo and Hernandez makes their exit. A Swingerella opens up as expresses her affection for Johnny. Swinger declines the offer and implies she's a Riz-at. While his lifestyle is in his name, Swinger, Alicia Edwards calls him a monster as Chris Sabin has a somber moment with Swingerella number 2, whose name is Riley. She asks if Chris will stay back in Nashville instead of going to Vegas for Bound for Glory. But Sabin says his true love is in the wrestling ring. The lights get shut out as memories were reflected. Truly a dark day in the world of wrestling. Back from commercial break, we have Heath is with Scott D'Amore and is ready to sign his contract. Right before he does, Heath says his first match back will be at Bound for Glory. He wants to tag with Rhino against VBD at BFG. D'Amore questions Rhino's mentality, but he believes he can get through his former friend. Even if Rhino doesn't show, he'll go at it alone. Scott agrees and contracted sign. which I think he will show up, but he will turn his back on Heath Slater, as you know, VBD will brainwash him. Match 4, we have Chris Bay versus Chris Sabin. Hard tangle up between the two. A clean break in the corner. Side headlock by Sabin. And he locks up the arm of Bay. But Bay arm drags. The two trade arm drags to a stalemate. The official kicks out Bullet Club and Finn Juice from the ring side. Sabin gets Bay in a tree of woe. Elevated drop kick by Sabin. Big elbow to the back of Sabin. 2 count. A 2 count. Bay stomps away at Sabin and delivers a twisting back elbow to keep Sabin down. A running corner elbow sets Sabin up for a diving lariat up top. 2 count. Vert suplex. Vertical suplex, by Bay for another 2 count. He has Sabin in a headlock on the mat. Bay avoids Sabin's attack in the corner, but Sabin nails a running elbow and soccer kicks Bay. Running boot in the corner, and then hits a roll through fisherman suplex for a 2 count. Sabin goes for a cradle shot, but Bay hits a inverted TKO for a near fall. Bay goes for an art of finesse, but Sabin turns it into a backbreaker. A spinning leg lariat to Sabin's back gets a near fall. Soon both men hit one another with stereo clotheslines. Sabin ends up getting the win with a jumping enziguri and then a cradle shock. Your winner, Chris Sabin. Trey Miguel hypes up for his potential in his X Division title match at BFG. But in comes Alex Zane. He will not beat Alex Zane. Trey asks if Zane does want to go one-on-one. This is the X Division. Zane says, "You want a taste? Come get it. Come get a taste." Miguel, I want the whole damn kitchen. The Good Brothers still don't have an opponent for BFG. They might have one. Who knows? There might be, spoiler alert, aka Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. Maybe. Can't wait. Maybe that might happen. 20-man Battle Royal. Alicia Edwards, Johnny Swinger are the first to go. Alicia gets dumped by Morrissey and Moss, while Swinger is scared off by Kimberly and Brandy Lauren. Petey gets tossed by Brian Myers, who then gets saved by Learning Tree, until Rachel Erling bicycle kicks him to the ground. Laredo Kid gets tossed by Hernandez. He and Black Taurus eliminate one another. Matt Cordana tosses Matthew Roulette. Raju Singh, I don't know how to pronounce that name, and tosses Rachel Erling until Jake Something elbows him out as well. Falaba gets eliminated during the break. Jake Something gets tossed by Fulton. He gets missed by Lee and Lauren before Ace, and he eliminates the two. Fulton takes out Cordana next. down to Moose, Morrissey, Fulton, Ace, and Sabin. Morrissey and Moose boot Fulton out as we head to another break. Back from it, Morrissey and Moose get rid of Ace. Down to those two and Chris Sabin. Sabin takes out Moose. Sabin goes to toss Morrissey next, but both men get back to the center of the ring. Sabin goes in to toss Morrissey, but Moose stops him. Moose pummels at Sabin. Chris unloads at a flurry of strikes, but Morrissey tosses Sabin and wins. Morrissey will enter the 20th in the Call Your Shot gauntlet, while Sabin has to enter at 1. Your winner, W. Morrissey. Minoru Suzuki is teased to be coming to Impact Wrestling. Earlier in the day, Josh Matthews conducted an Impact Summit between Josh Alexander and Christian Cage. He asked Cage about pinning Kenny Omega for the Impact title. Cage knew a year in advance of achieving his goal to get back in the ring. He wasn't looking to do a greatest hits tour. He came back to carry his career on. It's a big deal for him to come back and be the face of Impact. Matthews asked Alexander about exercising option C. Alexander reiterates how much the X Division belt and division means to him. It wasn't until he defeated Chris Sabin and then the seed was planted for the option C. Does he have any regrets giving up the title? Not a single one, he said. Does Christian see any of himself in Josh Alexander? He sees the hunger and passion in his eyes. They're both also overlooked talent, but that's where the composition ends. Christian is on another level. How about Josh? Does he see himself in Cage? Alexander says it's undeniable to he grew up 10 miles away from where Christian grew up in Canada. He's followed Cage's career from the get-go. Alexander knows the cards Cage is playing with. Cage says he knows what it takes to win and knows Josh has a hard time channeling his emotions. It's either sink or swim, and Cage is a damn good swimmer. He's well aware of Josh's career. He watched him win titles. Alexander has to act like he's been there before, but Josh hasn't done that yet. They cut to a clip of Cage at AEW Fan Fest asking who Josh Alexander is. That insults Josh and he walks off. Cage says he thinks he just proved his point about Alexander, and then the show ends. That's it. I can't wait to find out what goes down for Impact Wrestling at Bound for Glory. I will be doing that results when it happens. The next day I will be doing the results. But stay tuned for tomorrow morning. I will be doing my SmackDown results, and then I'll be doing my AEW Rampage results later on that morning or in the evening. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way, guys, do not miss an upload here on this channel. And I'm unstoppable, and I'm out.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Buon and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.